What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be a curator today. Guys, Vampirella is back. We are back here in the museum on a very, very early Friday morning. Sorry we've been gone for so long, guys. Taking a break, relaxing, but we're back with some more Vampirella fun for our Vampirella fans out there that's been asking for another fantastic episode of Vampirella. All the way from 1977, issue number 62, Vampirella. The cover art alone, it's worth its weight in gold, guys. Beautiful, beautiful book. And we have our good friends from Anthony's Comics, located in New Jersey, really to thank for this. This is where we get all of our Vampirella horror magazines from. Let's get right into. Oh, these pages are nice and crisp, guys. Fantastic. Beautiful book. The cover art. We have this book right here. There's a picture of our cover art from this issue right here. Just fantastic, guys. All of the beautiful stories that are jam-packed in this book. I'm reading this book, or really looking at this book for the first time, right along with you guys. Generally, I'll take a couple glances at my Vampirella comic magazines, horror comic magazines, before I get them. But I wanted to really share this with you guys and really kind of put myself in your position of seeing this for the very first time. Cracking this book open. And guys, we here at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum, we definitely read our comic books and our horror comic magazines. It's a fantastic book right here. Vampy's had her eyes taken out here by the vengeful queen. You see that? Look at this. I'm getting to the point now where I'm gathering, collecting so many Vampirella issues that I can really follow along with a lot of the storylines that connect from book to book, which is really cool, because you always want to know what's happening from storyline to storyline. That's hard to do when, you might be missing a few issues in between. Vampy's eyes. And I was wondering if she was going to get her eyes back. Beautiful artwork. This is what we miss about these beautiful books from the 70s, the late 60s, and early to mid 1970s, late 1970s. This artwork. done in black and white. And as a kid, I didn't mind it as much. I didn't mind it at all, actually. To me, the artwork was crisper. It was more detailed without the coloring. You guys to follow along. I try to get panel for panel for you guys for the most part. I like to pour over each panel when I'm reading, taking in the artwork, the dialogue between the characters. These pages are, I just want to make sure I'm getting it just right. Look how beautiful these pages are. This book hasn't been open for a while. Guys, what do you think of our issue number 62, Vampirella? Have you been adding to your Vampirella collection, or have you been waiting on us to add to ours? We want to hear all that, guys. Write in the comment section, right underneath this video. I try to get rid of Vampirella's eyes. Let's see Vampirella here on the table here. This is what I did when I was a kid. Find a quiet place in the house. Just relax. Something to drink, something to eat, and just pouring over my Vampirella horror magazines, or my eerie magazines, the psycho magazines, you name it. All of those were fantastic, beautifully done. Fantastic. Like all of my collectibles here in our museum, even my books have to be in fantastic condition. This is I believe this is a 6.0. And for all you comic book buffs, condition-wise, you know what that really means. That's pretty decent. You're talking about a book from 1977. That's in fantastic condition, 6.0. The higher you go, the better condition the book is in. And this is a 6.0. And I try to keep it right around 6.0, 6.5, 7.0, and higher. I'll never go below 6.0 for anyone that wants to know what's the lowest grade, condition grade wise. I'll go say 6.0. This is the fun part. Getting into my museum and just being able to really enjoy my treasures here at the M.I.B Master Toy Museum. Guys, you have to get into your collections, whether that's comic book collections or action figure collections, and just enjoy it. You know, take time to smell the coffee. Later, I'll take this book out again and read a few stories out of it. I don't handle my books a lot. I can go maybe a month or two without even looking at my books. I don't like to handle them too much. But it's just fun to be able to come down here to the museum, to our comic section of our museum, and be able to explore some of our comic books and our horror comic magazines. There's our Vampy. She's still in dire need here, still without her eyes. This is a good story right here. Vampy's back. Kidnapped by aliens, and the front cover is so energized and so thought-provoking. It really sucks you in, makes you want to see what's happening with the story. But it's quite the opposite, where it looks like Vampy's in dire straits, where the alien is more of a menacing entity or foe, antagonist. It's quite the opposite. He's explaining his story. Beautiful artwork. It's pentagram, I believe. Yep. So these aliens were extremely helpful to Vampy and her crew. They restored Pentagram's heart. They restored Vampy's eyes. Vampy's right. We have more adventures to go. Let's see here at the bottom here. Continue on Vampirella. Vampirella 65, as Vampy returns to Draculon. Guys, do you want us to get that one? Number 65. If we don't have it already, we need to get it, guys. On sale September the 27th. Guys, these books are like time capsules, if you will. I can't say enough about these pages. It's beautiful pages. Nice crisp pages. Look at that artwork. Let's get your heading here, the UFO. Another fantastic story. That's the cool thing about the Vampirellas. You have tons of fantastic stories. You know, we've talked about Vampirella being a movie or maybe a TV series. We talked about that a few episodes ago. And I would love to see, just like you guys out there, I would love to see somebody take the Vampirella franchise and turn it into a TV series or another movie. We had a movie from 1996. I thought it was decently done. I would like to see Vampy back on the silver screen again, and another blockbuster type of a deal. I would like to see Marvel do something with the Vampirella franchise. What do you guys think? Let us know right underneath this video in the comment section, guys. Would you like to see a Vampirella TV series or another Vampirella movie? Big budget movie. It's got to be a big budget, not a small budget movie. Vampirella deserves better. She's been our bread and butter here at the museum with our comic book and horror magazine buffs. Vampirella has been a huge staple here at the museum for us. Fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. I can do this for hours, guys. This is very relaxing to me. Hard day's work. It really helps stress relief to be able to just come down here and explore new worlds when you crack open one of these beautiful Vampirella books. It's so much fun, guys. You're only as old as you truly believe you are. Because when I open one of these Vampirella books, I'm 10 or 11 years old all over again. Or in my case, growing up in the 70s, even younger. I'm truly appreciative of my father, who really brought these books home and for me and my brothers and my sisters to have. And great memories. And that's what, collecting is all about. The great memories that these books and these items brought us. The fun memories come rushing back. Oh, now look there. And I always gravitated towards the bigger horror comic magazines. I always thought I was getting more bang for my buck. The panels were bigger. Yeah, to me, they splash better with the beautiful artwork. The storylines were fantastic. The artwork was absolutely breathtaking, untouchable. If these books be as perfectly preserved as they are, they're on the moon or something. They're definitely on a different planet here. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Wow, that's just... Like I said, guys, I can't apologize enough for really keeping Vampirella out of the mix for so long. But there's a lot of things that go into putting together, for one, putting together an episode here, a Vampirella video. There's a lot that goes into it. For one, from our intro music, everything has to be just right. I have to find the right book when I'm out searching. Like I said, I only purchase my Vampirella books from Anthony's Comics from New Jersey. So I'm very picky. I'm very particular, as you guys know, with anything here in the museum. Everything is perfectly preserved. It's in fantastic condition. So there's a lot. I know some of my Vampirella fans and readers and subscribers have asked on several occasions about, more Vampirella videos, and when they would be seeing more from the Museum of Vampy. And really the answers is quite simply, we would love to do maybe 1 or 2 Vampirellas a month, but because there's so much that goes into, making this happen with a Vampirella edition, and with an issue, it's difficult. And I didn't think it would be that tough. It really is, because if I don't see what I want, or I don't like what I want, I have to put it off for a while, and that could turn into a month or 2, or in some cases 3, maybe 4. It's been a while, I know, since we did the last Vampirella video. So we're excited about just getting another one out to you guys. And it's always exciting because I found something that I truly enjoy. Looking back at it now as a kid, these books were really quite racy. They were right up there. They left nothing to the imagination, that's for sure. I don't know if the comic book codes allowed this. I don't think Vampirella was a part of the comic codes, because you didn't see this in Marvel, that's for sure. This gave a whole new term to the graphic novel. Another beautiful story here. This is an interesting story here. And that's with these Vampirella books. You never knew what story you were getting. You know, you had to get in here and really dive into these stories. I know a lot of people just want to focus on Vampirella and her storyline, you know, and her adventures. But you would be really missing out on a lot of fantastic stories throughout this book. And that's why I love these type of books here. You know, with 5 to 6 to 7, in some cases, 8 stories. I think a plan is being hatched here to take this gentleman's money, his riches. It's just each panel pulls you in, really pulls you in. $3 million. Oh, I think this guy's died. See, this is how you get pulled in, guys. Reading this. More plans being hatched. think he's killed the old guy. You know, there's always a twist. There's always a twist to these stories, these horror stories, horror mystery. Oh no, and they drunk it. And that's how it ends, guys. They poisoned each other. Let's see, what's the story? Time ticket. The artwork is just absolutely gorgeous. Who did the artwork? Let's see. Story by Jerry Bondrew. Art Esteban Maroto. Esteban Maroto. Another fantastic artist. Esteban's work is just, it's flawless. Each page is just like a work of art. The level of detail, and you couldn't get this in your standard Marvel or DC type comic book. It wasn't that type of artwork. This was truly graphic novel type artwork that deserved to be in these horror magazines. Fantastic artwork, guys. Just fantastic stories. Your thoughts, your opinions. We want to hear it all, guys. Oh, she's about to get her head chopped off here. New story here, guys. Because I think growing up in the 70s, we had the best of everything. We had the best comics. We had the best action figures, the best toys. I wouldn't trade the time period that I grew up in. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think everything was just better back then. I know the younger generation now, I know comics aren't what they used to be. I understand that the technology is better now with the movies and things of that nature. But just something about the 70s. Something about the style in which these books were put together. The imagination involved with the storytelling. You remember the 1980 John Carpenter's the movie called The Fog. This story right here makes me think of this. This is from 1977. I wonder if he had read this book or something. I'm sure he didn't, but you never know. You know how ideas get turned into movies from these directors and producers and writers. It's like something's coming out of the fog. See, this is a very interesting story too that I need to revisit later with a hot cup of coffee and just taking it easy in my lazy boy when the house is nice and quiet. Everybody's gone to sleep. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know how you got this, how this story really truly ends, guys. Because I'm just really pouring over the panels. And I know a lot of you guys love to pause the video to really check it out. So I'm going to probably check it out later. But if you guys know anything about this story, hey, please feel free to share some of these stories with us in the comment section right underneath this video, guys. It's so much fun to really connect with you guys in the comment section and discuss Vampirella and these fantastic stories from these horror comic magazines. Just a lot of fun, guys. Once again, the artwork is absolutely stunning. By Treason's Knife. Let's just see, this is another story here that puts us back into the wartime. The strange and the macabre. I see a voodoo doll. Fantastic. Guys, we could go on and on and on and on with these fantastic panels of history. Seems like it's just another one fantastic story after another. He's got this voodoo doll here. This was a nice size book too. He's clutching this voodoo doll here. Look at this, is fantastic, guys. Oh, look at that. It's just very graphic, guys. The artwork, very graphic. And this is the end here. Another one of my favorite parts of these books, big, beautiful horror comic magazines, are the advertisements. I'm going to get this Vampirella 6 feet tall poster. I'm sure someone sells this. To me, this is just one of the best photos of Vampirella. Fantastic. Like I said, do you want to see more creepy, eerie, famous monsters, Vampirella? Let us know. Right in the comment section, guys. All of the legends. The books, these pages are absolutely crispy, just beautiful. The old Batman films, 6 New Adventures. And you have your back issues of Vampirella. And we have a ton of these, and there's a ton more that we're looking to add to our collection so we can share them with you guys. This is the very first one that we shared with you guys years ago. This is another one of my favorite ones right here. I'm looking for this one, issue number 54. So let's turn this over here, the back of the book. Guys, we'd like to thank you for hanging out with us today here in the museum for another fantastic edition of Vampirella. Stay tuned. Vampy will be returning very soon. We promise not to keep her away from you guys for that type of stretch of time again. More fun on the way, guys. You know the routine. God bless. Stay safe and keep collecting.